What's up, everybody? Madison Motor Works here. Dino, Joshua, back at you. Look who is here. We never thought she would reappear, the 55 Chevy.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, we got it running, and we thought it was going to be pretty much done with, but
there's some upgrades needed.
Yeah,
really bad.
We got to have some brakes on it because it's got one wheel that stops, and it's very dangerous.
It puts you in the ditch every time you hit the brakes.
Very dangerous with only one whip brake. So we got some wheel cylinders for this thing.
All drum.
We're going to do all four corners on it. Fancy old drum brakes on it.
This is nostalgia as it gets, to be honest with you, where they built the gasser front end under it and all this other stuff. Not our doing, but it's neat how it was done back in the, I guess, 80s.
It's probably a 70s, 80s build, I'd reckon.
Definitely. It's neat to see how things went together then, for sure.
I guess they stick welded everything, probably.
Stick welded, yes, sir.
But yeah, so we're going to get these drums off. I guess we're going to start here since this is where we're at.
That'll work.
And try to get some brakes today.
All right, that'll work. All right, man, I guess we're going to start getting this hub off.
Let's see if that'll, look at that.
Ooh, that's simple enough.
Got the old grease in it too, don't it?
It's been
Let's see if I can zoom in on that.
It's been there for a minute. It's brown.
Which what? 96 is the registration on the car, so it's been a few years.
And it had a little play in it this way. I don't know if you can see it or not. You can hear it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that the nut.
We need to reset the preload on the spindle.
Exactly. Did bring an adjustable.
It's loose. I bet you can turn it with your finger.
Yeah. Pretty much. Needed a little more on that, about a half a round, I guess, and probably it was set right.
All right, y'all. So I got to loosen the brakes up.
There's a place on the back. You slide your screwdriver in, and you can loosen the tensioner on.
When we get this thing off, we'll cut it back on so we can all see what it looks like. All right, y'all. We got that thing off. Let's see if I can lower this a little more. See that wheel cylinder right there? Point at it, Dean.
That one's busted.
Yeah, she blowed out right there. So that's part of our braking problem.
And we're keeping this car kind of the way it is, so we're not updating any brakes on it. We're not going just brakes or anything. So it's going to run and drive and stop like a car would drum brakes.
Yeah. All right, here we are. Dean's taking the springs off. We don't have the proper tool, so we're just using what we got here.
We have the proper tool, but you know.
I can't find it. It must be at the other place.
All right, so got the springs out of the way. We're going to slide this back. And then we're going to unbolt this wheel cylinder off this car. I don't know what these front-end brakes came off of, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That's something else there.
All right, guys. Well, I guess when they built this straight axle kit for this car.
But you haven't showed this car off, man. Show them the axle kit and all that stuff. What they done to the car. Because it's a gasser. Nobody's seen any of this stuff.
So, yeah, this car has, I think we did show them, but it's straight axle, leaf sprung front end. They made, I don't know who done all this. Fender well headers, I know we've talked about those.
They got bigger brakes on it, and that's why they were running.
So I'm gonna have to run to the store with the part number on the wheel cylinder and get the correct ones for it. Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure that the back ones match.
Yeah, so we're gonna pull the rear off, see if I've got the right ones or if it's got a who knows what.
Who knows what.
All right, y'all. So we got this driver's side rear hub tore apart and everything. And we do have, these are the same wheel cylinders, so we got lucky there. So it having a different front hub on it is what threw me off. So I'm gonna have to go to the auto parts store and get two of those.
What hot rodding is running down the road, ain't it?
Running back forth to the store.
Kind of clean these up a little bit.
Yeah, them are very grimy.
Them cleaned up, so they'll slide good in the new wheel cylinders.
New rubber boot. I think they call that a bellow.
Cool.
All right, so Dean's cleaning off the pushers that go inside the wheel cylinder. I'm gonna
do what now?
I'm gonna put this wheel cylinder on while we wait on him.
That's fine.
He says that's fine. I can do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, y'all. So we got this one back together. I think I just showed you that, man, nada. But either way, so this one's back together. We got to the passenger side rear.
And it didn't want to come apart. Oh my goodness.
Man, it was a fight to get the cover off this dude over here. Some PB blaster and 2 pry bars and a hammer. And
If you look real careful, someone had hit it right here.
and
there's a dent or a kind of mushroomed out there.
yeah, someone did. Yeah, right there. You can see it. So yeah, we're gonna have to clean that up with a file when we get done.
And that's that. It falls right out.
What?
Falls right out. Look at that.
All right, y'all. We finally got this passenger side rear put back together. It was a fight there for a minute. So that one's done. Got to go to the auto parts store and get the 2 for the front here. Because these are the wrong ones. So yeah, that's what we're waiting on. I got a part number off of them. To be continued. Okay, so I've been to every part store local to us trying to find the replacement wheel cylinders for whatever these drums are on the front of this car. I don't know what they come off of, and I can't find another set. So I just dismantled the set we have. I'm gonna see if I can clean them up and make them work. Put this light on. You can see they was just seized up real good, but they probably will clean up. So figure I'd let y'all know where we're at right now, and hopefully I can get this one working right, and then we'll take the other side off and do it. Stick with us. All right, y'all. Well, I guess I got that built fairly quick. It was super simple and put back together. There's nothing to them actually, so I guess it's ready to be put back on the car, and we'll see if it works or don't. I think it will. I don't see why it wouldn't. Shoot, yeah. I'm excited about that. On to the next one. All right, everyone. So, as I said, I took the hub and everything off of this one. Now I can get to all the spider webs in here. But I can get to this wheel cylinder, so we're going to take it off and rebuild it like we did the other side, clean everything up, and we'll go from there. This side is the only brake that actually worked on the car, so I'm going to flip y'all over on fast record. Get out the light. Fast record and disassemble this real quick, and hopefully it won't be a pain. All right, now I'm going to try and disassemble this one that we just took off like we did the other one. Hopefully it ain't seized up. I don't think it is, but it could be. So, pop these boots off. Look at that. There it is. Awesome. But it's free, so it's okay. This one's free. Bam. Get this rubber out. Rubber. Spring. Rubber. Rubber piece. Sweet. So all I have to do here is clean this one real good, then I'll hone it. Change out the bleeder right here, and we should be okay, I guess. All right, y'all. So we was getting ready trying to bleed the brakes on this old car here, and we pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping, and it was not working.
My leg fell off.
His legs numb from pumping so much. But anyhow, on the rear passenger side, the antique brake line was cracked.
Yeah.
It had a hole where it screws into the wheel cylinder. So luckily we still got some brake line left over. So we're going to fix that little piece and hopefully it'll build pressure and get some fluid to these back wheels because we got it at the front. You can see it's shot all over the floor in the shop here.
Made a mess.
Under there, and that's from the other one. So we ought to be able to build pressure after that.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully we'll have this thing cranked up, ready to run. If we can get it to crank, it probably needs gas. Ain't got no gas in it.
They don't ever have any gas in it.
But yeah, anyway. Figure we give y'all a little update on where we at the moment, and I'll turn this back on once we make progress.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We got our flaring tool.
Fittings on the right direction.
Both fittings on. Remember to do that before you do your last one.
And if I remember correctly, you tighten this down here, and it'll start the flare out on it. You just don't go all the way to the bottom. You get your flare good here, which I guess you could do it and move it up if you wanted to. You drop your double flare tool in.
Double flare on these ones. We're getting fancy with it.
Might as well. You got the stuff to do it with. And then this right here causes you double flare.
And then down to that little cylinder touches the bracket.
See it? And it's tight. And you'll have yourself a double flare.
How pushy? Dude, I love it.
That's the way it works. All right, well, you get this line on and see what we got.
All right, everyone. So the other evening we was in here and we was trying to bleed these brakes and it just was not happening. We could get no fluid to the rear.
No.
And
We got to the front though, so I mean,
yeah, but it kept bubbles in it. It would never push all the bubbles out.
It was sucking air somewhere.
So we determined that this master cylinder is no longer good. So I went looking, was going to order a new one, and I said, you know what? I'm going to take that one off the 056, take it apart, and see what's wrong with it. It was just dirty. So I cleaned it up real good and got it working. Cleaned it up real good, got it working, and it's working like it's supposed to. So we're going to swap these two out. Once again, 56 to the rescue.
Twice now.
Yes.
We did.
So yeah, we're going to pop this off. We got 4 bolts. We should be good. You ready?
Do it.
And we're sharing one microphone right now hanging on the hood because our other one's dead. So maybe the audio will be good.
I hope so.
All right, y'all. So we got the other one off. That was fairly quick and easy. Yeah, there's some solid mounted on the inside. We'll throw this new one on here.
All right.
We'll give that a pull.
Give it a pull, tighten down.
Pretty good.
Man, she's snug. Throw some brake fluid in it, see what happens.
Okay, everyone. So back on this here 55. I don't think last time we recorded was a master cylinder. And one I cleaned up. Well, here it is. The one I cleaned up. Something wasn't right with it. I think something's still in it. Got it. The plunger not plunging correctly.
Right.
So we took
Put the old one back on.
the one that was on the car, took it apart, rebuilt it, cleaned it up really, really good, and it works awesome.
Yeah, and then we got brake fluid to both front wheels.
Yeah, so now we have brakes on the front.
And it's supposed to be all connected together, but we weren't getting anything to the back because the rubber hose was completely deteriorated on the inside.
Yeah, she was done for.
So now waiting on parts.
So now we went to every part store that we could go to, and nobody has one for this car in stock. But I think this 20-inch would work.
That's what I would.
But none of the parts associates wanted to go back there and grab one and check it out.
It's bad.
But yeah, but that hose is bad. So I ordered one. It'll be here this Friday.
Right.
But
Trying to start the car, get it going again.
trying to get the car to start the other day, I told Dean to check the power wire on the starter.
It kind of broke.
And it broke. And of course, that thing ain't no count. So we're going to see if we can get it loose.
I clean it up a little bit.
If not, the starter is $90, I believe.
Not terrible.
No.
It's not great, but it's not terrible.
So yeah, so now we pulled the starter off of it, and we're going to see if we can get that bolt broke loose. We got her sprayed down with some old blaster.
Yeah.
So
Hang on side.
yeah, we're going to see what happens. Spray it again for good measure.
There we go.
There it is.
We're gonna make a mess.
We should have bought some of that Kroll. All right, y'all. All right, folks. Well, we got that nut off. It actually came off very easy. Tighten that post back up. Got everything cleaned up as far as the threads and
Ready to go back together with it, I think.
yeah.
Need to put an end on a wire under the car and go from there.
Yep. And we got it somewhere. We got to drill it out. Yeah, I got a wire right here, or a wire in. That'll go on the starter, and we ought to be okay.
That looks plain, man.
So, y'all, we got the starter put back on this whole car. Fixed all of our messed up wires down here. Let's see if I can turn the light on. Y'all can see it down there. Got all that fixed up pretty good. Reach in there and see if it'll work.
It better work.
Yes, sir. Fire right up. It's amazing the difference how easy it starts now compared to it halfway making connection.
A lot of corrosion on that wire, man. A lot of years sitting there.
Yeah. But yeah, for now, we're going to pull the old car forward, get it out of the way, out of the middle of the shop anyways. Friday, our rear brake line will be here, and then we'll complete the brake job on this car and hopefully take it for its first real drive down the road. Because all we've done is taken it across the road and back.
Be a long time coming right there.
Yes, sir. 96, as far as we can tell.
That's it.
So,
stay tuned.
all right, y'all. So, last time we recorded on this the other day, which was Monday, I believe, we had the dilemma with the hose.
And this thing was so clogged up, deteriorated inside of it, wouldn't allow any brake fluid at all to go through.
Yeah, so that's out of the question. Now, we ordered a new one. Got our end that'll go on the axle. And we figured while we're under there, we're going to go ahead and replace the line that goes up the rail so we ain't got to worry about that if it has anything in it. Yeah. So basically everything on the rear end all the way up to that front passenger brake block, it's got a block up there too.
Distribution block.
Yeah, will be new. So yeah. I guess what we're going to do now is pull that hose up or line out.
Get the line out of the way and
make this new one. I hope this is enough.
Gonna be close.
Yeah, we're going to make it work.
It's going to work.
Yeah, so Dorman Power Stop brake hose.
Yay, brand new hose. Believe it or not, it's cheaper on the internet.
Yes, than to go to the auto parts store, which they don't have it, but they can order it. It'll be here.
They can order it from Amazon when you can order it from Amazon or anywhere online. So
we're going to try to get this thing knocked out. We're going to get our brakes bled and hopefully finally take this thing up the road for the first official time.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So
dump a little bit of gas in it and see what happens.
And the crazy thing is, it's already got tag and insurance on it.
Yes, this car is legal.
It's ready to go.
All right, so we're going to climb under it. That thing will come loose because we had it loose the other day.
Yeah, and then switch it out.
Yeah. All right, we'll turn this thing back on once we get that hose out.
And brake
line. Okay, so we got that old line out from under the car here. We got our new one laid right beside it. I guess you gonna form it?
Sure, why not?
He's gonna form it. All right, y'all. So we got our hose somewhat bent. We're gonna finish bending it once we get it under the car. We put double flares and our flare nuts on it. So now it's time to go under there and start reassembling this brake line, and then put the rear brake line on it, or hose.
Oh shit! All right, man. Go watch your top front. Thanks.
Gotta go watch the master cylinder, he said. So y'all, we got that brake line on. Everything's connected, so we're gonna crack the bleeders on the black and see if we get fluid to them without pumping it.
It was flowing pretty good a while ago.
Yeah, because it was flowing good out the line as we was putting it on. I have no movement here. There's a leaf in there. We probably need to get that out before we get the motor hot. We done experienced that once. Yeah, we're gonna get some fluid back here hopefully, and then this thing will have brakes and we can put the tires on it and jump it off because the battery died.
That's normal.
Yeah.
So guys, well, we're gonna end this video here. Brakes are bled on it. Had a line leaking, so it needs to be bled again.
Yeah, we gotta address them a little more, but it stops better than it did. We'll handle that here soon. We took it down the road.
We went down the road. Yeah, there's about every belt in the
Tire is busted.
broken, so.
It rides worse than a horse and wagon.
Didn't want to show all that stuff.
Yeah.
So new rubbers will be on the way.
And we'll get some tires just eventually. But for now, it's further than it's ever been since 96, we're going to say. We don't know exactly, but
Last time the inspection sticker was actually put on this car.
it runs good, though.
Runs a whole lot better. After we fix the starter on it, it fires right up.
Yeah. We got to figure out why the transmission is leaking, but we'll handle that, too, because it didn't want to shift in the socket.
It's got some issues, but it's going to be a project.
It's a project, yeah.
Definitely a project. So
But I guess about like any other barn find 55.
it's tagged and insured, but it's
Yeah.
a farm. It's a project.
But thank y'all for watching. I hope we can make this video good. Y'all hit that comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.